Hey there, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today, taking a moment to sit down with me as we dive into something truly meaningful. If you're new here, this is a place where we talk about living well, staying healthy, and finding joy in our golden years. Because let me tell you, life after 50, 60, or even 70 is full of possibilities. So, grab a cup of coffee, tea, or maybe just a comfy seat, and let's have a heart-to-heart. Today, we're going to talk about something that I know is on a lot of your minds, retirement. Or, more specifically, what happens after you retire. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you should keep grinding away at a job you don't love, far from it. But I want to share a little secret with you. There are certain jobs, 6 to be exact, that you should never fully retire from even after 70. These aren't just jobs in the traditional sense. They're roles, passions, and purposes that can keep your mind sharp, your heart full, and your body moving. They might even add years to your life. Sounds intriguing, right? You see, I've been around long enough to know that retirement doesn't mean stopping. It means redefining what work looks like. It's about finding things that light you up, keep you connected, and give you a reason to get out of bed every morning. Whether you're in the US, the UK, or anywhere else in the world, these 6 jobs I'm about to share are universal. They're not about punching a clock or chasing a paycheck. They're about living with purpose and joy. Before we dive in, let me remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It means the world to me and this community, and it helps us keep sharing wisdom for healthy aging, life lessons, and all those timeless quotes we love. Alright, let's get started with the first job you should never retire from after 70. Job number 1, the storyteller. The first job I want you to hold on to forever is being a storyteller. Oh, my friends, this one is so close to my heart. Think about it. By the time you're 70, you've lived through decades of experiences, some beautiful, some tough, and all of them meaningful. Those stories? They're gold. They're your legacy, and sharing them isn't just a gift to others. It's a gift to yourself. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm no writer or speaker. But hear me out. Storytelling doesn't mean you need to publish a book or stand on a stage, though if you want to, go for it. It can be as simple as sitting down with your grandkids and telling them about the time you took a road trip across the country in the 70s. Or maybe it's chatting with a neighbor about how you overcame a challenge in your career. Even writing a short post online or recording a little video for your family counts. Why does this matter? Well, for one, storytelling keeps your mind sharp. When you recall memories and put them into words, you're exercising your brain in the best way. Studies show that engaging in activities like this can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Pretty amazing, right? But more than that, it connects you to others. When you share your stories, you're passing down wisdom, humor, and love. You're reminding people that life is a wild, beautiful ride. I'll never forget my friend George, who's 78 now. Every Sunday, he sits with his family and tells them stories about growing up in a small town, everything from sneaking into the movie theater to meeting his wife at a diner. His grandkids hang on to every word, and you can see the spark in his eyes when he talks. That's what being a storyteller does. It keeps you alive, vibrant, and present. So, how do you start? Just pick one memory this week. Share it with someone you care about, whether it's in person, over the phone, or even in a journal. You'll be amazed at how good it feels. And who knows? You might inspire someone else to share their story too. Job number 2, the learner. The second job you should never retire from is being a learner. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, learning? At my age? I'm done with school. But trust me, learning isn't about sitting in a classroom or memorizing facts. It's about staying curious, keeping your mind open, and embracing the world around you. Think about all the things you've always wanted to try but never had the time for. Maybe it's learning to cook a new recipe, picking up a guitar, or figuring out how to use that smartphone app everyone's talking about. Maybe it's diving into history books or watching documentaries about space. The beauty of being a learner at 70 and beyond is that you get to choose what excites you. No pressure, no grades, just pure joy. Why is this so important? Well, science backs it up. Lifelong learning keeps your brain healthy. Studies from places like Harvard have shown that challenging your mind with new skills can improve memory and even slow down age-related decline. But honestly, it's not just about the science. It's about how learning makes you feel. When you discover something new, it's like opening a little gift. It reminds you that the world is still full of surprises, no matter how many years you've got under your belt. I'll share a quick story. My Aunt Clara, bless her, decided at 72 that she wanted to learn how to paint. She'd never picked up a brush before, but she signed up for a local art class. At first, she was nervous. She thought everyone would be better than her. But by the end of the first month, she was hooked. Now, at 80, her house is full of her paintings, and she's even sold a few at a community fair. She told me, learning to paint made me feel like a kid again. It's like I'm seeing the world in color for the first time. So, what's one thing you've always wanted to learn? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's planting a garden or trying yoga for the first time. Start small, take it slow, and let curiosity lead the way. You're never too old to learn something new, and that's a job worth keeping forever. Job number 3, the helper. Alright, let's move on to the third job, being a helper. This one's all about giving back, and let me tell you, there's nothing that fills your heart quite like it. When I say helper, I don't mean you have to solve the world's problems, though if you want to, I'm cheering you on. I mean finding small, meaningful ways to make someone else's day a little brighter. Maybe it's volunteering at a local food bank, helping a neighbor with their groceries, or teaching a skill to someone younger. Maybe it's just being there to listen when a friend needs to talk. Helping others doesn't have to be formal or time-consuming. It's about showing up with kindness and care. Why does this keep you alive? For one, it gives you a sense of purpose. Studies, like those from the National Institute on Aging, show that people who volunteer or engage in community service tend to live longer and report higher levels of happiness. But beyond the research, helping others just feels good. It reminds you that you're part of something bigger, that your life matters to others. I think of my old friend Mary, who's 75. After she retired, she started knitting blankets for a local shelter. At first, she thought it was just a way to pass the time, but then she saw how much those blankets meant to the people who received them. Now, she organizes a whole group of knitters, and they've donated hundreds of blankets over the years. She says it's the best job she's ever had because it makes her feel connected and needed. So, how can you be a helper? Start by looking around you. What's one small thing you could do this week to lift someone up? Maybe it's calling a friend who's been quiet lately or dropping off a batch of cookies to a neighbor. Whatever it is, know that your kindness ripples out in ways you might never imagine. Job number 4, the mover. The fourth job you should never retire from is being a mover. Now, I'm not saying you need to run marathons or hit the gym every day, unless that's your thing, of course. Being a mover is about keeping your body active in ways that feel good to you. It's about staying strong, flexible, and full of energy so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Movement looks different for everyone. For some, it's a daily walk around the neighborhood, waving to neighbors and soaking in the fresh air. For others, it's gardening, dancing, or doing gentle stretches at home. The key is to find something you love and make it part of your routine. Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference. Why is this so critical? Well, we all know that staying active is good for our bodies. It helps with everything from heart health to joint mobility. The CDC says that regular physical activity can lower your risk of chronic diseases and even improve your mood. But more than that, movement is a celebration of what your body can do. It's a way to say, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm not slowing down. I'll never forget meeting Tom, a 79-year-old who started swimming after his doctor told him to get more exercise. At first, he was skeptical. He hadn't been in a pool in years. But once he got started, he found he loved the feeling of gliding through the water. Now, he swims 3 times a week, and he says it's not just about staying fit, it's about feeling free and alive. So, what's your kind of movement? If you're not sure, try something simple, like a short walk or a chair yoga video online. Listen to your body, start slow, and build from there. The goal isn't perfection, it's joy. Keep moving, my friends, because that's a job that keeps you young at heart. Job number 5, the connector. The fifth job you should never retire from is being a connector. This one's all about relationships, staying close to the people who matter and building new friendships along the way. Life can get busy, and sometimes it's easy to let connections slip, but let me tell you, your relationships are like oxygen for your soul. Being a connector means making time for the people you love. It's calling your kids just to chat, meeting a friend for coffee, or joining a club where you can meet new folks. It's about showing up, listening, and letting people know they're important to you. And yes, it's also about being open to new friendships, because you're never too old to make a new best friend. Why does this matter? Well, science tells us that strong social connections are linked to better health and longer lives. A famous study from Harvard found that relationships are one of the biggest predictors of happiness as we age. But honestly, you don't need a study to know how good it feels to laugh with a friend or share a quiet moment with someone you care about. I think of my neighbor Susan, who's 73. After her husband passed, she felt lonely and wasn't sure how to fill her days. But then she joined a local book club and slowly, she started making friends. Now, she's the one organizing game nights and potlucks, and she's happier than ever. She told me, "I didn't realize how much I needed people until I found them again." So, how can you be a connector? Reach out to someone this week. It could be an old friend, a family member, or even someone new at a community event. Send a text, make a call, or invite them for a walk. Relationships take effort, but they're worth every second. Stay connected because that's a job that keeps your heart full. Job number 6, the dreamer. Finally, the sixth job you should never retire from is being a dreamer. Oh, this one's my favorite because it's all about hope, imagination, and believing that the best is still to come. Being a dreamer means holding on to your goals, big or small, and trusting that there's always something to look forward to. Now, I know life can throw curveballs, and sometimes it's hard to dream when you're dealing with challenges. But dreaming isn't about ignoring reality, it's about finding light even in the tough moments. Maybe your dream is to travel somewhere new, start a hobby, or even just spend more time with your grandkids. Whatever it is, don't let age tell you it's too late. Why is dreaming so important? Because it gives you a reason to keep going. It's like fuel for your soul. Research shows that having goals and a sense of purpose can improve your mental health and even help you live longer. But more than that, dreaming keeps you young. It reminds you that life is an adventure, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. I'll share one last story. My Uncle Joe, at 81, decided his dream was to see the Northern Lights. Everyone thought he was crazy, traveling that far at his age. But he saved up, planned the trip, and went to Iceland with his daughter. When he came back, he couldn't stop smiling. He said, "That trip wasn't just about the lights. It was about proving to myself that I can still chase my dreams." So, what's your dream? Take a moment to think about it. Write it down, talk about it, and take one tiny step toward it. Maybe it's signing up for a class, booking a trip, or even just dreaming up a new project. Whatever it is, hold on to it. Being a dreamer is a job that keeps your spirit alive. Well, my friends, there you have it. 6 jobs you should never retire from after 70. The storyteller, the learner, the helper, the mover, the connector, and the dreamer. These aren't just tasks, they're ways of living that keep your mind sharp, your body strong, and your heart full. They're the secret to not just living longer, but living better. I hope today's talk has inspired you to think about how you can keep these jobs alive in your own life. Maybe you'll share a story with someone you love, try something new, or reach out to a friend. Whatever you choose, know that you're not just aging, you're growing, thriving, and shining brighter every day. Before I go, I want to say thank you for being part of this community. Your stories, your wisdom, and your presence means so much to me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these jobs you're excited to keep doing, or maybe share a job you'd add to the list. I can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep living with purpose, keep sharing your light, and keep being the incredible person you are. Stay healthy, stay joyful, and I'll see you soon. Well, my friends, there you have it. 6 jobs you should never retire from after 70. The storyteller, the learner, the helper, the mover, the connector, and the dreamer. These aren't just tasks, they're ways of living that keep your mind sharp, your body strong, and your heart full. They're the secret to not just living longer, but living better. I hope today's talk has inspired you to think about how you can keep these jobs alive in your own life. Maybe you'll share a story with someone you love, try something new, or reach out to a friend. Whatever you choose, know that you're not just aging, you're growing, thriving, and shining brighter every day. Before I go, I want to say thank you for being part of this community. Your stories, your wisdom, and your presence means so much to me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these jobs you're excited to keep doing, or maybe share a job you'd add to the list. I can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep living with purpose, keep sharing your light, and keep being the incredible person you are. Stay healthy, stay joyful, and I'll see you soon.